Hello dear students, so now today we would move ahead in this second chapter of class 8 mathematics, that is parts. So here today I just want to tell you about how to write in exponential form. Exponential form. What is this exponential form? Okay. So it's a way of representing repeated multiplications of the same number by writing the number as a base with the number of the repeats written as a small number to its upper right. The small number is called exponent, index, power, or order, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So what is this? So let me explain it. Exponential form, it's a way of representing the repeated multiplication. Let's say I have the repeated multiplication of 10. Let's say I have the repeated multiplication of 10, like I'm writing 10 multiply 10 multiply 10 multiply 10 multiply 10. So this is the repeated multiplication of 10. Okay, so the number which is being repeated, the number, by writing the number as a base, means the number which is being repeated, you would write it as a base, like this is the base. The number which is being repeated, you would write this as a base with the number of repeats written as a small number to its upper right. And how many times it is being repeated, you would write the number here, very small number here to its upper right side. Okay, so how many times the 10 is being repeated? 1 2 3 4. 4 times that number 10 is being repeated. So you would write this 4 to its upper right here, a very small number 4. Okay, so this 4 would be called as the exponent. We call this 4 as exponent, or you can say it is index, or you can say power, or you can say order, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so it can be called as exponent. So 4 is the exponent here, or you can say index also. So 4 is index also. So 4 is power also. Power is 4. So order also. Are you getting this? So this is known as the exponent, or whatever you want to call, index, power, order. And the downside one, that is 10, this would be called as the base. This is the base. Okay, let's say one more thing. I have the repeated multiplication of 2, and then I have the repeated multiplication of 3. Okay, now there is the repeated multiplication of 2 as well as 3 also. How many times the 2 is being repeated? 2 you write as a base. And how many times the number 2 is being repeated? 1 2 3. That you would write as the exponent here. This is the exponent. So 2 raised to the power 3. You can write this. Multiply. Then again 3 is also there. 3, how many times it is there? 3 you would write it as a base, because 3 is being repeated here. You would write it as a base. And how many times it is being repeated? 1 2 3. 3 times it is being repeated. So you would write this as 3 raised to the power 3. So this is how you can write the given repeated multiplication in the exponential form. So this is the exponential form. Are you getting it? This is known as the exponential form. Okay, just note it down. So this is the next question. Question number 1. Question is, write the following in exponential form. You have to write these repeated fractions in the form of exponential form. Okay, so in exponential forms you have to write this. So how would you write this? So let's solve the first one. Similar way you would solve the second one also. First thing is to make the power positive. You can make the power positive by reversing or by writing the reciprocal of the inside one. It is 3 by 2 whole raised to the power minus 1. So I can write it as 2 by 3 whole raised to the power plus 1. Clear to you? Good. Similarly here, 2 by 3 raised to the power plus 1. I am writing the reciprocal. Here also 2 by 3 raised to the power plus 1. Similarly here also 2 by 3 raised to the power plus 1. So this is how you would write the repeated fraction. Okay. Now you can see there is the repeated multiplication of 2 by 3 here also. 2 by 3, 2 by 3, 2 by 3 means there is the repeated multiplication of 2 by 3. As in the just now we have just read about that. If there is the repeated multiplication of 10, so we have written this 10 as the base, and how many times it is being repeated, that we have written to its power 1 2 3 4. So we have written this power here. Are you getting this? So this you have to remember. One more thing you have to remember, one formula, just write it somewhere in the box. You can write a raised to the power m into a raised to the power n as a raised the power m plus n. This you have to remember. Okay, a raised the power m multiply a raised the power n can be written as a raised the power m plus n. Similarly here also, a raised the power m, a raised the power, some, all are having the power and all the base is same here also, here also, here also, here also, here also. Same base should be there. Like here also, base is same. Here also a, here also a. So powers are going to be added then, if the base is same. Like if had it been like this, a raised the power m multiply b raised the power n, then you cannot write it like that, because the base is different. Like in the previous one, here is a and here it is b, but here both are having the same base, a. So base should be same. Okay, so you can see it here also, the base all are having the same base here, 2 by 3, 2 by 3, 2 by 3, 2 by 3. So if base is same, so you can add the powers. You can add the powers. Like here, if base is same, you can add the power. Let's say it is one more there, a raised the power and a raised the power and a raised the power something other, some other r also there, r. So you would be adding all m plus n plus r this way. Okay, similarly here also, if the base is same, you would be adding all the powers here. 1 1 1 1, how many times it is? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, 4 times. So you would write this as 2 by 3 whole raised the power 4. Are you getting this? So we have written this in the, this is exponential form, because one is, this is base, 2 by 3 is the base here, and power is 4, this is the index or exponent. Okay, so we have written the given question in exponential form. So this is the exponential form. So this is how you would write in exponential form. Similarly, you would do the second question also. First, what? First you would change this power into the positive one. So I would reverse, I write the reciprocal, 3 by 2 raised the power 2 multiply, then 5 by 2 raised the power 2, then multiply again 5 by 2 raised the power 2. Sorry, it is 2 by 5 here also. Are you getting this? Now again you can see all are having the same base. If the base is same, the powers are going to be added then. Here also, here also, here all are having the same base, 5 by 2, 5 by 2, 5 by 2. Okay, if the base is same, then powers are going to be added. So you would add 2 and 2 and 2. So all would be added, 2 plus 2 plus 2. So answer would be how much? 5 by 2 raise the power 2 plus 2 plus 2 is how much? 6. 2 raise the power 6. Sorry, 5 by 2 raise the power 6. So this is the base. What is the base here? 5 by 2. This is base, and this is what? This is the exponent or index or power or order, whatever you want to call. Okay, just so this is how you would write the given question in exponential form. Just note it down. So these are next set of questions which you have to do, evaluate. You have to evaluate. Just try to solve these questions on your own first. Pause the video and solve the question in your rough notebook. Okay, then if you have solved, then match all the questions, all the answers here. Okay, let me solve now. 5 raised the power minus 2. So we can use the formula number first, that is, if it is a raised the power minus n, so it can be written as a 1 by a raised the power plus n. Power would be positive now. So similar condition is here also. It is 5 raised the power minus 2. So it can be written as 1 by 5 raised the power 2. Okay, if you want to solve it ahead, you can solve. It is in exponential form. You can write it in the form of the repeated multiplication. 5 is 2 times here, because it is the it is 5 raised the power 2. 5 is base, so base is being repeated 2 times, means 5 is being repeated 2 times. So you can write it as 1 by 25. So 1 by 25 would be the answer. Okay, next question, similar to the previous one. How would you make this power positive? By writing this like 1 by minus 3 raised the power 2. Power would become positive now. Okay, now one more thing I have just told you. If the power, if it is negative here and the power is even number, then this would become positive. That I have already discussed with you. Okay, if it is negative inside and the power is positive, or the index or the exponent, whatever you just call it, if the inside it is negative here and the power is even number, so this negative would become positive. Here also you would see this 2 is even number, so this negative would become positive here. So I would write this like 3 raised the power 2. Okay, now 3 is being repeated 2 times here. 3 is being repeated 2 times. 3 is the base here, So base is being repeated 2 times. So I would write this as 1 by 3 multiply 3 or 1 by 9. So 1 by 9 would be the answer. Getting this? Good. Similarly, you would do the next question. 1 by 3 raised the power minus 4. I would make this power positive by reversing the inside one fraction. That is, I would write the reciprocal of this. 1 by 3 I would write as 3 by 1. So if I am writing it like this, the power would also be reversed. If it is positive, it would become negative. If it is negative, it would become positive here. Okay? It is vice versa. If it is positive, it would become negative. If it is negative, it would become positive. Vice versa would be there. Okay? Yeah. So I can write it as 3 by 1 raised the power 4. Are you getting this? 3 by 1 raised the power 4. What does it mean? It implies 3 raised the power 4 divided by 1 raised the power 4. Okay? And 3 raised the power 4 means 3 is being repeated 4 times. Means 3 you would multiply 4 times. Similarly, 1 is being repeated 4 times. Means 1 you would multiply 4 times. So answer would be how much? 3 3 ja 9, 9 3 ja 27, 27 3 ja 81. Downside 1, 1, 1, 1. Answer is 1. So you can leave it. So answer would be 81. Similarly, you do the next question here. I would reverse the inside one fraction. I would write this as minus 2 by 1. Okay. So power would become positive. Means it is plus 1 now. Okay. Now, how would I write it? It implies minus 2 raised the power 1 divided by 1 raised the power 1. Okay. So power is 1. So as it is you have to write, because minus 2 you have to write only one time, because power is 1 here. So only one time you would write minus 2, and downside is 1 raised to the power 1 means 1 you would write only one time, you would leave it. Okay. So answer would be minus 2. So this is how you would evaluate the given questions. Okay. Just note these questions down. Now these are the next set of questions here, where you have to express all the given questions in rational number. Okay, rational number you might be knowing. Express as a rational number. Rational number means which can be written in the form of P by Q. Okay, so in P by Q form you have to express all the given questions here. Okay, so let's solve the first one. This is the first question. 6 raised the power minus 1. So it can be written as 1 by 6 raised the power plus 1. Yes or not? So 6 is being repeated only one time. So you would write 6 only one time. So this is P by Q form, is rational number. So we have expressed 6 raised to the power minus 1 in the form of the rational number, that is 1 by 6. 1 by 6 is a rational number here. 1 by 6 P by Q. Similarly, you have to express minus 7 raised to the power minus 1 also in the form of rational number. How do you express this? So this can be written as 1 by minus 7 raised to the power plus 1. Power would become positive. I have just reversed this. Okay. So now minus 7 you have to write only one time there. So it would be minus 7. So answer would be minus 1 by 7. So this minus you can write it downside also, upside also, in between also, wherever you want to write this, you can write this. Okay. So this is again in the form of P by Q. Okay. Similarly, you would do the next question. Minus 4 raised to the power minus 1. So it can again be written as 1 by minus 4 raised to the power 1 multiply. Minus 3 by 2 raised to the power minus 1. I would make this positive. I would write this as how? Minus 2 by 3 power would become positive now. I have reversed this. Getting this? Good. So now I would write this as 1 by minus 4. Only one time it is. Similarly, minus 2 raised to the power 1 divided by 3 raised to the power 1. So again it can be written as 1 by minus 4 multiply. Minus 2 raised to the power 1 is minus 2. 3 raised to the power 1 is 3. Okay. Just solve this. How do you solve? Multiply. Both are minus here. You can cut. Would become positive. Now this 2 and this 4 you can cut. 2 1 ja 2 and 2 2 ja 4. So just multiply now. 1 1 ja 1. And downside would be 2 3 ja 6. So I have expressed this, the given question, in the form of the rational number, that is P by Q. Okay, which is a rational number. Similarly, you would express this question also in the form of the rational number. First make the power positive. After making, then multiply. Then you would write this in the form of that. Okay, just try to solve the question on your own. Okay, pause the video and solve it. If solved, then match with me. Okay, now let me solve. So I can write it as, let me solve it here. This is the fourth question. I would write this as 5 by 3 raised the power plus 1 multiply 2 by 5 raised the power plus 2. Okay, so now I would distribute this power among all. 5 raised the power 1 divided by 3 raised the power 1. Similarly, 2 raised the power 2 divided by 5 raised the power 2 here. Okay, so it implies 5 raised the power 1 is 5, 3 raised the power 1 is 3. Similarly, 2 raised the power 2 means 2 multiply 2. Getting this? 2 multiply 2. Similarly, 5 raised the power 2 means 5 multiply 5. So I can cut this 5 and this 5. 5 1 ja 5, 5 1 ja 5. Are you getting this? So answer would be how much? Look here. 2 2 ja 4 and 4 1 ja 4. Downside what would be there? 3 1 ja 3 and 3 5 ja 15. So answer would be 4 by 15. So we have expressed this in the form of P by Q, that is a rational number. Okay. So that's all for today. Would be discussing some new questions in the lectures ahead. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.